Aloha, hoku, ohana. I hope that you guys are well. This is a super exciting reading. It's about not everybody understanding your calling because it was not a conference call. I was hearing the only people that had been briefed were not people at all. I'm hearing, but they could descend into human archetypes as well, but there's a lot of celestial light helpers that have been assigned to assist you when it comes to what your soul had intended to experience when first descending onto earth. And I'm hearing now's the time for that rite of passage. A lot of you have already been going through this rite of passage or this initiation, but I'm hearing you're being initiated into the next phase, into the next stage, and hearing into a new season. Okay, so the veil is thinning during this time. Mr. Mystical Fox said that what did he say? Those who were dancing appeared insane to those who couldn't hear the music. And again, it kind of reminds you of 𝓣𝓻𝓪𝓷𝓼𝓬𝓮, where you are tuning into just a different layer of this reality. It's like you're able to see a layer that other people may not see. You know, it's not that you can't see a layer that they can, but it's also that you're able to access a layer of this reality as you lift the human condition and look at your life through the eyes of the soul that other people may not be super tuned into, I'm hearing have not yet integrated. And yeah, those who were dancing appeared insane to those who couldn't hear the music, and the veil is lifting for you guys. And I'm hearing also thinning, okay? So the music is getting louder and louder, and I'm hearing it's drowning out the external background noise, and you're focusing on the voice within. You know, it's almost like the divine feminine essence or your internal navigation system is singing along to this new tempo, right? It's almost like creating this harmonic symphony. And I'm hearing there's other people that are also going to resonate with this calling that you're answering, okay? A lot of you, it could be the call into a new life, but I feel like you're being initiated to do something, okay? And what else was I was getting last night? It's like a racehorse in its gait preparing to get set and go. And it's also like a dancer on a dark stage just before the spotlight turns on. So for you guys, there's something within you or something that you've been doing externally that's incredible, and it's about to appear, okay? Something that's been hidden. Maybe it's an aspect within you, maybe it's things that you've been I'm hearing destined to reveal to the world, okay? This is where you guys have been destined for greatness, and you are stepping into a season, I'm hearing, where you get to share either these new facets of yourself, these new dimensions, or you're a multi-dimensional being and there's many different things that you do as well, okay? But you bring a very rare energy to the table. You bring a very ancient energy to the table, and I'm hearing a very sacred one at that. And I was also getting a download last night about you guys getting a seat at the round table, and you came in a back entrance so nobody else knew, okay? I had an astral travel around this like a few years ago, so there's a very specific scene that I have in mind for this, and nobody else knew how you got there, yet you had like a reservation with your name on this table, so they could feel your essence and your presence before you even enter the room. So it's almost like people are feeling, I'm hearing, what are you getting up to, okay? Who is this person? But people can feel your presence or your essence before. It's like your energy announces itself in rooms before you even ever have to. That's the type of energy that I'm getting. But yeah, it's like a reservation with your name on it, okay? And you're a diamond in the rough that's just ready to be discovered and shine, okay? And last night I went to go ahead and look up like what's the seat at the round table, and they were saying unlock a sight of grace in the open world, rest at the sight of grace. Melina will appear and offer you a passage to the round table. Hold, accept the offer. So some of you, there's an offer, like a mysterious offer that's coming away that you're going to be accepting, okay? But yeah, it kind of reminds you of this cosmic overlay or this cosmic game, you know, and it's like you're no longer just interacting with this matrix, but you're an outsider looking in. And I'm hearing you have a lot of cheat codes or a lot of hacks when it comes to shortcuts. So there's almost like a shortcut or a passage through the space-time continuum that's opening up for you guys, like a celestial travel point. And I'm hearing your, not only is there galactic interest in your mission, but there's intergalactic connections that you have that are supporting this transition. I'm hearing are like holding literally like a portal open for you, okay? So there's like something that's being held open for you, and it's an invitation for you to learn more about your own infinite potential and also the things that you can demonstrate in this realm. And I'm hearing also you're teaching others about themselves or their own potential as you do this too. Anyway, they also went on to say that once you have a seat at the round table, you can access various services, like merchants or upgrade your weapons. And I feel like this is your truth being your sword here, where your silence is speaking 1,000 words, and or your silence is deafening, and your actions are going to speak 1,000 words. Because I'm seeing like you're not even going to have to announce this or announce what you do. It's almost like you just it's a part of who you are, and I'm hearing everyone can sense it as well. And then also when I went to go and find this astral travel, I was finding a flights upgraded to first class. So a lot of you, this is like your aspirations and how you're just being, I'm hearing you're being granted some kind of service, or there's like guides that are of service to you during this time to assist you when it comes to reaching these aspirations or what your soul had initially intended to experience when first descending onto Earth. Okay. But I'm seeing like there's many celestial light helpers I'm seeing that are literally I'm hearing, okay, they're into, I'm hearing looking, but they're into, what's the word? You create ripples through the space-time continuum, and there's certain people that will intersect. They're intersecting with your journey due to some type of interference, okay? Due to some kind of interference. And when I was looking at, I think I was on Reddit or something, but anyway, there was a bunch of notes that were coming up, right? So it said, what you say to Ver doesn't really matter. You'll end up taking a seat anyway. So a lot of you, it's like, even if you try to, I'm hearing some things are just preordained, okay, for you, and some things are just like predestined. And you'll end up taking a seat anyway. And if you say no to him, he'll stay there until you change your mind. So again, a lot of you, it's almost like there is no other option. Like in a lot of ways, this is something that you have like a responsibility to do. And they also said it's a fake choice. You have to accept to beat the game. So again, a lot of you, it's almost like you're beating something. Maybe it's like your own, like you overcoming any self-doubt that you've had. But there was a quote around you made it past the archers. So this could have been like targeting for a lot of you. And it says, it turns out they have little feet. So feet in the metaphysical realm usually talk about people that could be imbalanced when you talk about little feet in the metaphysical realm, maybe on the path that they walk on. You know, it's about walking in your Dharma. And as you walk with your Dharma walks with you. But you have to consciously unfold your path. So you're seeing the power when it comes to applying your free will at any given moment in time to open up. I'm hearing intentional timelines for yourself. Okay, so you're very intentional when it comes to the timelines that you step into. And they said it took me 5 new games to remember it. So a lot of you, this 5 could be significant, or maybe it was like you had to remember that you have to kind of step outside of your comfort zone in some way in order to excel. Okay, I'm hearing in like your chosen field. And then they also wrote a young shaman girl, so that could be significant for you. And he says, how I sleep knowing I'm knowing. So it's almost like you guys know something about you journeying into other worlds, I'm hearing, or having like a different way that you journey through this world, knowing that you're not of this world. Okay. And they also said, yeah, you could join a conversation, but then this person had deleted their post. So maybe you guys could have self-doubted yourself, but now there is no shadow of a doubt moving forward, and there was no conversation to be had. So this is something that you're not announcing, you know. And then they also wrote like reminiscent of the all-seeing eye. So you guys could have like that all-seeing eye, right? It's almost like you're looking at life through the eyes of the oracle, through your multi-sensory perception system, and you're able to pick up on what's going on in dimensions beyond what it is that you can currently like perceive with your human eyes. And they said, well, this took me by surprise, you know, like, well, ... So something is about to take you or other people by surprise by how you're able to foresee or prophesy something about your future. I'm hearing it's almost like people are going to witness you say something that you said you were going to do like a way back when, and it's all coming to fruition now. And this is about epiphanies that you may be having. You guys could be waking up in a new dimension. I was seeing you viewing life through your higher mind, so like 9th house elements, where you have this bird's eye view when it comes to myriad possibilities that lie ahead of you at this stage. And then they also wrote things were love at first sight. And they said, my queen, can't we just skip the whole questing? And 2 great swords, twin blades, which gives me a 2 of swords energy. So it's almost like there could be side quests that you're on that you know are I'm hearing going to be really relevant for what you go on to do. So everything serves a purpose during this stage in your life. And I'm hearing follow your intuition as well during this time. And they said a crown is warranted with strength. So I feel like you guys are, I'm hearing earning a seat to your throne. This could be a position of authority, because the throne card in my tea leaf message, it says a position of authority. So I feel like you guys are, and it also says honor and respect will come to you with the crown. So it's almost like, yeah, it's almost like you're going to be warranted some type of crown or some type of position, okay, that you've earned. And yeah, it's your first time playing for a lot of you in this position, okay, especially in this life. And they also said someone's wearing a traveler set. So it's like you're not playing the game normally, because they also said, is it so hard to play the game normally, like question mark. And it's like you're doing something against the status quo, or again, it's not in the rule book. Again, it's like you have the motherlode code when you go into Sims, and it's like you have this access to your I'm hearing birthright, which is about abundance and navigating this world, utilizing your infinite potential. Okay, I'm seeing it's always been accessible to the human. So it's like you're just unlocking everything that was given to you. It's like you're utilizing the whole of your, I'm hearing inventory now. So there could be new things that you're discovering within yourself that you've had. Maybe it's even like your willpower. And they said also, like, be kind to yourself. What is one thing you learned about consecutive replays that would have helped you so much on your first playthrough? That was also another question. And they said, deja vu. So there is something about being kind to yourself during this time is something that is going to help you at this stage in your journey. Again, not everyone is going to understand the calling. I'm hearing not everyone can even hear the calling, all right? They may have ears to, like, hear it, but they are not listening to it, okay? There's, like, a difference between looking at this reality and then seeing this reality. So it's like you're picking up on a sixth sense during this time. And, yeah. It's like you can see a layer that not everyone can, or you're hearing something. It's again like 𝓤 there's a whole world on this flower. Let me go ahead and read some of the downloads from this. So there's a whole new world accessible right at your fingertips during this time. It explores the concept of faith in a larger unseen being, okay? What is to hear without compassion? So it's almost like you guys are extending compassion to others who may not have the ears to hear, you know? And in the elephant message as well, in the tea leaf deck, it says something around you're entering a journey, either like physically or mentally wiser, all right? So it's almost like you guys have this wisdom. I'm hearing that you're imparting on your own journey, okay? And yeah, it's about the tale of a great hero who had a small voice and defeated the odds. He had a choice and he saw past the fear of others, and he went on to again become wiser. Yeah, you're becoming wiser on a mental, physical journey that you're going through, okay, during this time. So yeah, this is about you guys staying faithful to your mission. It kind of does remind me of the Daniel and the Lion's Den, where it's like you'll be triumphant against the targeting, right? It's like people are about to witness you do something, right, against the targeting. So let's see. And again, let's see. We'll go ahead and see what's going on. Okay, we'll open up with one of the Cosmos Oracle messages. I'm quite curious to see what goes on. Yeah, I may be sniffing a little bit, so just give me grace, guys, because I am healing from a cold. So let's see. Okay, we have fusion. Okay, fusion. Is that focusing? Maybe there's something that you guys are fusing into your experience and you're having to focus on it. I hope that's focused. Okay, and then we have stratopause here as well. So let's go ahead and read fusion for you. FFF. Again, I'm hearing also being infused with something. I'm seeing spirit like inject something into you, you know, like an adrenaline shot. It kind of gives me that energy where it's like you don't know how strong you are until you're left with no other option. And some of you had got to this point, but it's like you're being infused with something, you know, internally. Let's go ahead and read fusion. Okay, union, creativity, alchemy, integration, birth, and innovation. Okay, fusion. All right, so this says nuclear process that keeps all stars burning. All right, so again, this is something that keeps you like burning, right? It's something that still excites you. The union of two or more parts to shape something new. This balance and union of forces creates a new force that did not exist before. We knew object and its workings. We knew object B and its workings, but we had never before witnessed the creation that results from the combination of A and B, forming an AB that brings everything together. I'm seeing also blood types. Blood types could be significant for you guys, but there's something around, something within your DNA, right? Again, something being infused, or something that you're fusing together or integrating. I'm seeing like braided DNA as well. So this could be like the multidimensional aspects of yourself, or parallel life memories that you guys are activating, reactivating. So it's a new energy that is formed through union and communion, the ability to create something beyond the known. What comes together is always totally beneficial to both parties. This is interesting because what I'm seeing it as is like the parallel version of yourself that's leading a life in another planetary star system, like the Pleiadian or the Arcturian star system, something of this nature. And it's like you're fusing. I'm hearing also Lyran. But it's like you're in this co-creation. That's almost what I'm seeing, and the work that you're doing on Earth is also bleeding into these other parallel lives. You know, that's what I'm seeing. It's like the dimensions are bleeding or fusing into one another. And I'm hearing you're coming back to the eternal present now, and you're realizing that you extend far beyond just this localized aspect of yourself when it comes to your life on Earth. And it's beneficial to both parties. Okay, so I'm hearing don't underestimate the calling. Don't underestimate the calling. The colors of a sunset, a hug, a couple, a sun, two businesses, two ideas, two people, or three or four. A work of art modified by another artist. A remix of a song, the number 3, the spirit with the material. You, born through love between your parents. Yeah, so this gives me literally like the conception of something. You know, it's almost like you guys, there's something that you're conceiving, there's something that's been planted in you. Again, I'm just seeing like this fusion, right? This merging with your own divinity and walking through this experience, literally being a divine being roaming this earth. That's literally what it is. It's like you're fused with your own divinity. Again, that's literally what it gives me. I really hope this is focusing. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what else is coming through stratopause. Let's go ahead and read this as well, because this is the underlying energy. Stratopause. This talks about a transition stage. So again, a lot of you are getting to know yourself, like the whole of yourself. That's almost what it gives me. Transformation led by personal choice. Okay, so this could be some type of transformation that you guys are making during this time in your life. Okay, so the stratopause is the level of the atmosphere, which is the boundary between two layers. This gives me like two different frequency ranges, okay, that you're like traveling in and out of. You know, that could be the traveler set. But yeah, it talks about which gives way to a dynamic balance and complete balance, or descends to the coldest parts of the atmosphere, the mesosphere. So this is a place of transit, just like a bus stop. Nothing nor no one stays here for long. The decision about where to go comes from us. And we have two polar opposites to choose from, black or white, left or right, yes or no. I feel like this is about you guys taking the less traveled road here as well. It's important. It's an important thing to know that nothing pulls any of them more than our final determination. The result of this determination will be affected by the brief period we spend there. So this is like you almost at a bus stop, and it's like you're taking this new bus. Okay, I'm hearing it's one that has been traveled by very few, because I'm hearing the destination is, it's like, it kind of reminds me of chaos theory in the way where it's almost like the chaos of potentialities still exists. All right, so there's still some type of cosmos that you cannot see right now, okay, as you embark on this journey. Like there's some kind of secret order that's yet to be revealed to you. So This decision can result in falling into the coldest parts of the atmosphere or flowing in the river of endless balance and protection provided by the stratosphere. So what is the key to not descending into an area filled with turbulence or bone-chilling cold? How can we escape such a hostile environment? By making the decision from our inner warmth. And I feel like, again, this is about the self-love. It's like you guys are loving yourself into change, and you're loving yourself. I'm hearing you're loving every version of yourself, and you're almost like merging all of these different pivotal versions of yourself, right? All these different parallel lives that you have, and you're integrating them into the whole, and you're moving forward healed, connected to all of yourself, you know, not just one small localized version. I'm hearing you're able to support yourself in every dimension, in every timeline, through every transition, and every passage that you go through. It's like you're supporting yourself here on all levels. Okay, so yeah, inner warmth. So if the decision comes from a cold, distant place, or a divisive, rigid, or based on fear, then it will only bring repercussions in kind, or will result in falling into an area of hostile enough for it to survive. Okay, so always choose through the being. So again, it's almost like this is a state of being. It says the stratopause is a layer of transition, a place that we move through decision, that we move from decision. It shows us roads with different destinations. We choose them inside without much hesitation. So it's almost like, again, you're overcoming the fear, if that makes sense. It's like you're overcoming the fear that is not you. It's not your true essence, but there is this timeless consciousness that has also fractalized into this physical vessel. And the vessel stores a lot of ancestral memory when it comes to making friends with the unknown and seeing that as maybe something that's intimidating. But it's almost like you guys are coming back to that excitement, because you know that everything that's going to serve your highest expression is waiting for you in the unknown. It's different from what you have once experienced before. Okay, it's like in order for things to change, you have to be open to change so that you can grow into your full potential, okay, and so that you can evolve into your highest expression, okay, not like this limited expression is what I'm seeing, okay. So super interesting. All right, let's go ahead and get one more then. Okay, no, too many. We do have cell though, and solar zenith. So yeah, it's almost like the intercommunication that's happening within the cells of your being, and you're multicellular as well. So these cells come from different origins. Okay, we have multiverse. Oh, I love this. Hopefully that's done the job. Okay, so we're talking about multiverse now. So with multiverse, it says allow yourself to go beyond, all right? So the explosion that set the universe in motion did not just create one, but an infinite number of them. So this is saying that one source had fractalized itself into, you know, these infinite fractals. They had all manifested into different archetypal forms due to the natural laws of their physical environment. So this is about different physical laws, right? And you know, these different fractals of yourself existing in different planetary star systems. That's why the Arcturian version of yourself looks a very specific type of way. That's why the Lyran version of yourself looks a very specific type of way, because when their Big Bang happened in these different separate universes, maybe the negative charge of the electrons orbiting the atoms are charged in a very different way. So, you know, it's almost like here we have gravity, for example, so we look a certain way. Just like Martians, you know, they will look a very specific certain way. So this is talking about all the different fractals of yourself, essentially. Right, in all the different manifestations. Okay, so the collection of the multiple existing universes and independent realities on huge scales. Some universes could have identical laws of physics. Okay, that's what we're talking about. This is like epsilon perception, whereas like seventh dimension. So anyway, that we know today, and they would be very similar to ours. But in others, the values of the fundamental constants could be radically different, resulting in universes that are distinct from the only one known to us. So again, this is about the laws which govern you in this universe, all right? That's what this is about. And I'm hearing there's some rules that may not apply to these other versions of self, and they can give you you can anchor in these higher levels of consciousness and awareness, and those could be the cheat codes that you have, right? It's almost like, again, you're an outsider looking in when it comes to this third dimension and this alpha third dimensional vessel that you're also seated within. but you're almost connecting to all of these different quantum non-local aspects of yourself, you know. But yeah, cosmic particles from the earth, the water, the colors of the plants, the inner universe expands and projects the diverse exterior that your body grants, the faithful answer to your belief system. The universe is the totality of space and time, of all forms of matter, energy, stimulus, and the physical laws which govern it. You are the artist in this surrealistic world. Surrealistic world. The basis and structure of your play will always find support on your belief system. So again, there's almost like this knowing, it's more than just a belief system that you extend far beyond planet Earth, right? So if we were to construct the universe with you as the architect of your own reality, you will create the home that already existed in your past. The plans of your universal architecture are found in your mind. The creators of those plans will strictly respect your decision as an architect. So it's almost like you're allowing yourself to go beyond what people may see as being, you know, impossible. And it's like your perception is now creating a reality where you're seeing the impossible and what others may be so quick to just write off as being impossible. So it says this card encourages you to go beyond this belief system. Again, when it comes to the belief systems that you guys had inherited ancestrally, okay, through the physical avatar that your soul is seated within, okay, and it's realizing you are not your belief systems, right, and how can you begin to transcend them. So yeah, this is about seeing the birth of the multiverses all around you. Multiverses for all ages, bright opportunities, million of stages. As you shook others' destinies, make your path genuine with pride. Understand the power that you hold, pass it to your neighbor, and then pass it to the world. Build a multiverse larger than you, larger than both. So again, it's like you guys are leading by example in this experience in some way, okay? Yeah, super interesting. All right. Let's go ahead and see what else is coming through for you. Okay, we have the sun. Okay, so the sun is all about the soul's journey, right? It's all about the soul's journey. Okay, I don't think that's going to focus today. That's okay. Maybe there's something that you guys are having a hard time focusing on, you know, but potentially maybe there's certain things that are trying to distract you. So new beginnings and great creativity. The sun brings blessings to earth, and this card portends blessings in your own life as well. Just as the sun nurtures the earth, bringing new life in the spring and summer, this is your time for new beginnings, the onset of a nurturing new light in your life, the light of the divine inspiration and personal growth. This card often marks a time of great creativity, bringing the culmination of an important new project, such as the birth of a new baby or writing a publication of a book, or even the birth of a new you. Now is the time to put your energy into expressing your truth and vision. Visualize the light of the divine love pouring into your heart and mind, like the rays of sun. It's bringing inspiration, growth, abundant blessings. See the future that you want to create and know that the sun is shining on your intentions now. So it's almost like if you guys have been confused or you haven't been able to focus, that is going to subside here, I'm hearing. It's almost like there's going to be a very clear light that will be guiding you. And it's this internal light. And it kind of gives me the plasma energy, where it's like your internal plasma around your internal cells, right, that make up this organism on Earth, are intercommunicating with other membrane. It's almost like there's an illusion of separation here around you and these other, I'm hearing avatars. And there's something about you can consciously like shapeshift in and out of them. And that could be what people are sensing, I'm hearing, because I'm seeing somebody, it's like they don't know who's going to sit down. I'm seeing like one name or one energy signature. No, one name, and there's multiple energy signatures behind it. That's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing like layers. So there's so many layers to you. There's so many dimensions to you. And because you've been able to integrate them, I'm hearing the power that you harness is like no other. Okay. There's some kind of power that you've anchored into your being. It's like anchoring all of your higher fractals of self throughout your entire organism. And you are not separate from this. You are your higher self in physical form. You were the physical embodiment of your higher self, and you're like a deity that's roaming the earth. That's what it gives me, like a divine being, someone that's completely merged their higher nature with their lower nature. I'm hearing all of their higher natures and soul particles, if you will, and integrated them into their being. All right, that's what I'm seeing. So that could be like the braided DNA there. All right, this also talks about a teacher that may be entering into your life soon with a thinking man. So this could be someone that's going to be entering into your experience here. Right, let's go ahead and see what else comes through for you guys. Let's get the gateway of the light activation. Lemurian codes, embracing sensitivity, uniqueness, and living with grace. So did we say that in the beginning? I was like, you guys need to give yourself more grace. That's almost the energy that I get. Okay, especially with the divine matrix, right? As you kind of navigate this matrix, it's like you have this higher, with the Lemurian energy, it gives me like, like the magnetite crystal within your brain, you know, it's like their pineal glands were larger, you know, it's like the way that you see this world is, I'm hearing highly adapted. It's like you have altered states of not just perception but consciousness. I'm hearing you have altered states of consciousness that you've integrated into your being, right? And you're aware of all of these different aspects of yourself. And I'm hearing like your consciousness had stepped into a body that was already in motion. So a lot of you, this could have been downloads that you've received or something that had happened recently in regards to this integration, or you've integrated with new aspects of self. That's almost what it gives me. But what was it? Oh, what was it that I was going to say? Something around Lemurian seed codes. It's almost like it just happens and you can't really remember, you know? It's almost like it kind of feels like a dream or this otherworldly experience. But yeah, it's like you stepped into a body that was already in motion. And it's like you're no longer suppressing this consciousness. Maybe it's something you had tried to repress or suppress in some way. But you're integrating with it. You know, that's what it gives me. You're integrating with it, with yourself, with these different aspects of self within the multiverse, because you're fusing with it, right? Fusion. It's like you're fusing with these different aspects of self within the multiverse. That's literally what it gives me. All right, let's go ahead and read Lemurian seed codes. Yeah, the magnetite crystal in the brain. What else was coming through? There was something else. Seen it. Okay. Again, this literally says, listen, the inhabitants of this sacred land lived in complete harmony with nature and had a connection with every living being, similar to the movie Avatar. So again, avatars are like really significant here for you guys. But yeah, we're seeing like an integration where it's like now you are your higher self in physical form and you are a being that extends far beyond Earth. And you're applying this higher knowledge into the way that you navigate this earthly experience, you know? Okay, so yeah, their inner vision was fully activated to the point where it is thought that the pineal gland was fully developed and they could see for hundreds of miles in every direction. Yeah, this literally gives me, again, the pineal gland was enlarged. So there's something about your third eye or your vision that has increased, like your psychic abilities are increasing here. Okay. Again, operating also from the heart space. Yeah, it's super interesting. You can also feel these shifts when it comes to not just your own electromagnetic field, but that of the earth. Okay, so you're a highly sensitive being. You might feel that this is a curse, but this card is here to tell you that this is a gift. It indicates that you have spent lifetimes upon lifetimes living with a giant shield up to stop the world from seeing the real you, right? These are like aspects of yourself that you had suppressed. But you're a highly unique soul with incredible gifts that are worth sharing. Through embracing your uniqueness, you can help many others embrace their own This lifetime is more graceful existence with less defense and more trust. It's not about protecting yourself, but stepping into the space of surrender and revealing your true self. And that's exactly what it is. And I feel like you've loved yourself through this change. I'm hearing you've learned to love, like almost like your ancestors, because you're made up of the selection and choices that your ancestors had made, and you're showing a higher expression. It's like you're entering the heart space, and as you do that, you become big of heart and your vision widens, okay? Because I'm hearing like, no, this is me, and oh, that's not me. There is something around that. But you're no longer rejecting these aspects of self. It's almost like you're inviting them in and you're healing them, you know? So maybe you used to like engage with people, interact with people differently when it comes to this matrix. And now you have a completely different way of operating. That's almost what it gives me. Okay. All right, let's see. We have the Starseed deck. We have Star Keeper, see the light by staying grounded. That was the only one that was flipped at the bottom. Let's see. You're not alone. Isolation, physical connection, community. So again, this is like somebody connecting with a higher self. I'm hearing upper dantian as well. So it's like, yeah, you're opening up your higher chakra systems. That's almost what it gives me. It's like you're anchoring the source throughout your whole body. And then you have star ancestors. Yeah. It says hidden secrets, lost wisdom, look a little deeper. And this is interesting because I've kept dreaming of the pyramids recently. And we'll go and find the message I had last night in regards to it. I wrote that you were finding alignments to go to the pyramids. Okay, this could be the 5th for you guys, could be significant, or the 25th. And you were also finding balance on when to share what it is that you're working on, like when you want to share this and when you don't, and you were trying to decode this, maybe who you want to share this with in some way. But yeah, it's like hidden secrets. And I feel like with Thoth here as well, you know, Thoth says that we are all children in different stages of growth. We're sourced from the same wisdom, but we're learning to return to that wisdom once again. And it's almost like you're discerning who may be ready for certain information, you know, who's ready to actually anchor in this higher knowledge, this higher truth, this higher consciousness and light into their vessel. And I'm hearing who may want to reject that due to not dealing with the denser aspects of themselves or some kind of shadow within themselves, because that light also illuminates the shadow. Maybe it's about attaching, or I'm hearing like blaming. It's like a you versus them versus a you versus you situation. So there could be a different way that you perceive this reality in regards to that. All right, let's see. But yeah, it's like you've done the work to clear a lot of ancestral limiting belief systems or trauma in that way. It's like you've integrated, I'm hearing these programs as part of your own, these lower levels of consciousness as part of your own, to be able to transcend them. Answer the call. What is your soul calling you to do? So again, this is like a calling, okay? This is a calling. I'm hearing that can be often misunderstood. And then you have leap. You go first. The universe will catch you. All right. Sorry, guys. I'm kind of like wondering if this is even focused. But yeah, there is something about making sure that you're focused right now. What is it you have to do? I'm hearing on the things that you've been designed to do. Let's see. Let's see what the theme is surrounding you right now. Surrounding you. I'm hearing successful integration. The Magician. Yeah, it's like you guys have mastered the physical realm, or you've mastered matter in some way, or the way that you interact with it, because you know what aligns with your preferences and desires. It's literally the energy it gives me, especially when it comes to, again, what it is you want to share around your alchemy abilities. Again, some of you are like a master alchemist here, but you're keeping something to yourself, or you're very discerning with the people that you share this with. Again, it's like everyone can see you having a seat at the round table, but no one really understands how you got there, or how there was a spot reserved for you in some way. And then you have the 7 of coins here as well. So this isn't bringing any kind of like instant gratification for you guys. It's just something that you know benefits your future self. It's almost like the way that you interact right now and the things that you do right now are altering future timelines. So it's almost like you're doing what you know you have to do. Again, there's this level of like responsibility around it. Again, and it's like life is too short to spend another day at war with yourself in regards to not doing this, because I'm seeing like it's like a responsibility, it's a duty. You even have the Lovers that have flipped with the 2 of Cups. Wow. So yeah, there's something around, again, loving yourself through the changes. Also, there could be something around new connections, okay, that are coming into these new timelines that you're accessing. That's definitely what I'm seeing as well. But again, this is about the application of the free will when we talk about the Lovers. And there's almost like forbidden knowledge that you guys carry and you're utilizing that. Okay, it's like you've integrated that. But with the Caduceus here and the 2 of Cups, it's somebody that has merged their own divinity, right? They've merged their own divinity and they've remembered who they are, and they've discarded all the belief systems whom they are not, okay? Who is not their true self, okay? It's not their true self. Okay, let's see what you guys are in alignment with then. Let's see what you guys are in alignment with. The Wheel of Fortune. So some type of sudden turning point for you guys. I don't even know. Okay, it's definitely not focusing. We're just going to leave it today. Yeah, the Wheel of Fortune for you guys. So there is some type of major turning point. All right, there's a major turning point in your life. This is something that is destined. Again, it is something that you're embracing though, instead of feeling like you're having to brace for it. It's something that you're being advised to feel empowered by instead of feeling overpowered. This is almost like a narrative switch in some way. I'm also seeing the tables like change shape, okay? Like I'm seeing like the table change shape when you walk in the room. So it's like people are associating you with something based off what they're observing. That's what I'm seeing. They're associated. I'm hearing they know that you have some type of higher association. This could be in the spiritual ranking of some kind. That's almost what it gives me. And then you have the King of Wands too. So it's almost like you have mastery in the physical realm, or at least the way that you engage with it or interact with it. Again, it's like you've mastered matter at your fingertips. Yeah, 7 of Wands here as well. It's almost like there is this level of success and protecting what's yours, or yeah, it's almost like you're protecting what's yours or who you are. There's also a level of discretion around this. I'm just seeing like classified files that not everyone has access to, but you hold the key to something. Again, this could be like some kind of sacred knowledge or wisdom in some way. Let's see, what is that? Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, with the 5 of Wands. Not everyone is going to understand the calling. And again, I feel like that this is you kind of blocking out with what you're in alignment with, the external noises or the external distractions. And you're coming into this sense of peace, right? There's something about you guys coming into a sense of peace in regards to this is the way it is. I'm also hearing the song around that's just the way it is. Things will never be the same. So it's almost like things cannot go back to the way that they used to. All right, it's almost like you're navigating this experience in a completely different way, living in your truth. There's certain things that you're discarding or dispatching at this time in your life as well. Right, I'm going to close out with an angel number message for you guys, and I'll love and leave you right there. Okay, we have 1717, self-reliance. Time has come to rely on your knowledge, your wisdom, and your ambition. You have an important soul mission and life purpose. Leaning on inner strength will allow more of your path to unfold ahead. As I take leadership of my life brings a good flow of good fortune and good blessings, okay? So 1717 for you guys. All right, I'm going to love and leave you right there. Again, we also have 222 at the base, which is about alignment, okay? And the divine whispers are here to remind you that what you seek also seeks you, okay? So take inventory of your feelings. because I'm hearing you cannot heal what you do not want to acknowledge. Okay, so there's something about, again, giving yourself grace at this time. And just remember, those who may be unkind to you are unkind to themselves. Again, just like you guys are big of heart and you're wide of vision, there's some people that are limited in their vision because they are limited in, I'm hearing, accessing their heart space, including extending that compassion to themselves. All right. So I'm gonna love and leave you right there. If you're not already subscribed to this channel or want to stick around for futuries, do consider subscribing. We'd love to have you around. Personal reading details are also down below, and until next time, bye.